For example, I think I may have said that the Prime Minister, Mr. I think is a complete misrepresentation of what I said. And they're grabbing on to things that I may have said. For example, I think I may have said that the Prime Minister and Mr. Seja were born in Guadeloupe, but I think their mothers or their mothers were French, and they became French citizens as children.
Take your time, Mr. Astafan.
Okay. I have never said to anyone, expressly or by implication, privately or publicly, on tape or otherwise, that Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit or Mr. Seja have any, or had applied for or traveled on any French passport. I've never said that. I've never seen any passport, and the instructions I have in the case was that none existed. All right? So let's get that straight. The case was fought on the premise that they were French citizens and or that they had applied for passports and had traveled on passports, etc. Something like to those effects, without absolutely any evidence. We had applied to have the case struck out in the High Court. The judge disagreed with us on the pleading point. It went to the trial before the High Court. She threw out the matter against the Prime Minister and Mr. Seja on the basis that there was absolutely no evidence whatsoever of any allegiance to France, whether through the application for or the use of passports or by any other means, and threw out the case. The case went to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal said that the judge, Mr. Errol Thomas, the first judge who did not strike out the case, was wrong not to have struck it out. That's what the majority said. And the complete and absolute court said there was no evidence and it was essentially an abuse of the process. I can't recall who was interviewing me outside the court, but I think it had to do with probably the Court of Appeal last sitting or whatever it was. And I said that the case against the Prime Minister and Mr. Seja was that they had applied for and they had used French passports. And I said that would have made no difference because had they done so, because the Chief Justice of the Grand Court of Cayman Islands had ruled that somebody who is born in the United States or elsewhere, and I would argue who are entitled as of right as a child to be a citizen and registered as a citizen by their parent, who are citizens of the sovereign state as minors, that they applying and using for passports, if in fact that's what they did, which was never the case, and I've never said they did, would have made no difference in the final analysis had it reached that stage, because the Chief Justice of the Grand Court of the Cayman Islands says a great deal more is required than merely using and applying for a passport. How that reaches the level of an admission that I am saying that Mr. Seja and the Prime Minister had a passport is mind-boggling. When you bear in mind in the initial part of my statement, which is now all over social media, Matt asked me 2 or 3 times, because there were other people there, I think Curtis Matthew, I can't remember the details. Does the Prime Minister have a passport? And I said no. I said absolutely no. I have said no 1,000 times. And I just don't know how by an hypothetical analogy, reference or analysis to a case that was decided about the use of passport by citizens either born or we would say as became citizens as minors is not a disqualifying factor. How does that reach, Gavin, the threshold of an admission that the Prime Minister has a passport? I just cannot understand. Anyway,
Mr. Astafan, anyway. 8:33. Mr. Astafan, again, break that down for me, please. Please, please.
The only issue they relied on against Peter Sejan, the Prime Minister, was that they had a passport which they renewed, but they were both born in France.
They had a passport which they renewed, and they were both born in France.
The only issue they relied on against Peter Sejan, the Prime Minister, was that they had a passport which they renewed, but they were both born in France, in Guadeloupe, and that being part of France, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, being entitled as of right to a French passport by birth and by citizenship by birth, the Grand Court of the Cayman Islands said that that could never constitute a disqualifying factor under the Constitution for the purposes of being an elected member of the House.
I think I've tried my best to put things in perspective here for you. I've given Mr. Astafan his say. We always do around here. Listen to all sides of the story and let you decide. I've invited the opposition leader in the House. He's been following this one very, very, very closely. What do you make of all the back and forth here of that statement from Mr. Astafan?
Mr. Astafan is finally telling the truth, that he has known all along that Mr. Skerritt and Mr. Saint-Jean were holders of French passports as adults, and that they were disqualified from contesting the elections of 2009. Notwithstanding all that has gone on and all that has gone through the courts, Mr. Astafan comes in 2016 to what I, Lennox Linton, consider to be an admission that the people he said did not have passports, in fact had French passports, and were there as adults and were therefore disqualified based on the ruling in Dabdoob versus Vaz in Jamaica, which has been referenced over and over again. Let me tell you how we arrive at that. Mr. Astafan says on the 8th of October 2016 that the only issue relied on was the fact, not the allegation, the fact that they had French passports and had renewed them. But they were citizens of France by birth and therefore entitled to be holding the passports and renewing the passports as of right. And that would not have placed them under allegiance, adherence, or obedience to the foreign power or state of France. Mr. Astafan references a case in the Grand Court of the Cayman Islands. Let me just say to the public for ease of reference so that you could Google this yourself and research it, read the judgment. It's the case of John Hewitt versus Tara Rivers in the Grand Court of the Cayman Islands. That case number 198 of 2013. It's a petition arising out of the general election in the Grand Cayman on May the 22nd, 2013. And I just want to make one observation about that case, Matt, in the context of this discussion. That the general election in the Cayman was held on the 22nd of May 2013. And by the 9th of August, check it, we come to the 22nd of May, we go to the 22nd of June, that is 1 month. 22nd of July, 2 months. 22nd of August, 3 months. But before the 22nd of August, on the 9th, 2 weeks before, the Cayman Islands had a judgment from Chief Justice Honorable Anthony Smelly about the petition that was filed with respect to the May 22nd, 2013 election. So in less than 3 months, a petition is filed, the judge hears the case, and the Court of the Grand Cayman issues a decision which Anthony Astafan is relying on in 2016. That decision was not available to him at the time that Mr. Skerritt's matter was before the court. The matter involving Mr. St-Jean was before the court. As a matter of fact, the judgment of Justice Gertrude Tom was issued on the 10th of January 2012. So this matter was litigated over a period of 3 years. 3 years compared to 3 months, less than 3 months in the Cayman Islands. And this is what Mr. Astafan is relying on to tell us that the gentlemen were citizens of France by birth and therefore were entitled to be holding their French passports and to be renewing their French passports and to be traveling on their French passports as adults without being disqualified for membership in the parliament, as happened with the case of in Vaz versus Dabdoob back in earlier in 2009 or thereabout. Mr. Astafan must say what he means and mean what he says. He cannot be telling us one thing now, having told us something else earlier on. But if we follow what has been happening, we know that Mr. Astafan is now telling the truth, because Mr. Astafan has always known that Mr. Skerritt held a French passport. In one of the audio pieces you played this morning, Matt, Mr. Astafan is explaining how did the Prime Minister arrive at the no law, no constitution statement. And Mr. Astafan says that is the advice that the Prime Minister received from himself, Anthony Astafan, and Alec Lawrence, who at the time, keep in mind, was a member of the Independent Electoral Commission. And so Alec Lawrence, member of the commission, was advising the Prime Minister to ignore the qualifying criteria for elections, participation in elections, set out in the Constitution, the supreme law of Dominica. And Astafan has the gall to be telling the people of Dominica now, the Constitution does not prevent you from going ahead and being nominated. There is no provision in the law. The Constitution is the supreme law. And the Constitution sets out the disqualifications that apply when you want to contest elections as a candidate. And one of those disqualifications comes about if you are under acknowledgement of allegiance, adherence, or obedience to a foreign power or state, which, in the case of Vaz versus Dabdoob, Jamaica, was established. It was established that if you're holding the passport of a foreign country as an adult, and you're renewing that passport and you're traveling on it, these are acts of allegiance to the foreign power that would disqualify you. All during the trial in Dominica, Mr. Astafan, Mr. Skerritt, Mr. St-Jean, either before or during the trial or after the trial, have not denied that Mr. Skerritt or Mr. St-Jean were holders of French passports. And Matt, I want you to take careful note of this. I want the public of Dominica to take careful note of this, because there has never been from Mr. Skerritt a denial that he had a French passport. But two things happened. Number one, Mr. Skerritt wrote to the French authorities, the embassy in St. Lucia, on the 27th of November 2009. And that, I must tell you, was a couple of weeks after the Labour Party candidates met at the Pastoral Center in Mont Bruce to discuss qualifying criteria, etc., etc. Alec Lawrence, the member of the Independent Commission, was the facilitator of that session. Alec Lawrence explained the Vaz versus Dabdoob case in Jamaica, where the holding of a passport of a foreign country became a disqualifying vice because it established allegiance, adherence to the foreign power state. He explained that. At that meeting of the Labour Party, Crispin Gregoire shared with the group that he had U.S. citizenship, but he had an appointment with the embassy in Barbados to renounce that citizenship in the following week. Mr. Skerritt told him, no, you don't have enough time. You will be challenged. And Mr. Skerritt called the election on the 19th of February. 8 days later, he himself now is writing to the French embassy in St. Lucia to say, quote, "It is with deep regret that I make a formal request for renunciation of French citizenship." He goes on, a recent court decision in Jamaica, the one we've been talking about, Vaz versus Dabdoob, raised some new questions about dual citizenship. The only new questions raised in that Vaz versus Dabdoob case had to do with the holding of a passport, the renewal of the passport, the traveling of the passport of the foreign country as an adult. The fact that Mr. Skerritt is referencing it here, if all he had was just citizenship through his mother, then that would not have applied. That he's introducing it here in this letter to the French embassy establishes, in my view, that he had a passport and Anthony Astafan knew about it. So let's come now to the idea. Mr. Skerritt also said in a letter to the voters in Vegas on the 17th of December, he spoke about my, quote, my dual citizenship and my possession of a French passport. Not allegations of those, He said the allegations were that as a result of these two things, his French citizenship and his possession of a French passport, the allegation is that he's disqualified to contest the election. But he's assuring the people that he has been validly nominated, which is the advice that he received from the lawyers confirmed by Anthony Astafan. So here is what the lawyers are telling Mr. Skerritt, and Mr. Skerritt is accepting. Remember, Mr. Skerritt is under oath to uphold, preserve, and defend the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica, so help his God. He has sworn to that oath. And Mr. Skerritt is accepting where the Constitution, the supreme law, provides the qualifying criteria for membership in Parliament and contesting elections to get membership in Parliament. Mr. Skerritt is accepting advice that the Constitution now cannot prevent him from being nominated, and the law cannot prevent him from being nominated. Well, the law provides that to be nominated, Mr. Skerritt must swear to a declaration that he's qualified as per the constitutional provisions, the supreme law. But Anthony Astafan and Alec Lawrence are telling him, don't mind that. You may not be qualified because you have a French passport, but we're telling you, go ahead and get nominated. Go ahead and swear to a false declaration, because they cannot prevent you under the law from contesting the election, even though they raised the objection, even though the objection is raised. They can't prevent you. The only way you can be challenged is in an election petition after the election. So we'll deal with that when we get there. When we get to the election, if they file an election petition, then we will do what we have to do to bamboozle the court, to trick and deceive, to lie, to say you don't have passport when you have. We will not put you on the stand. We'll put the burden of responsibility on the petitioners to prove the case, to prove that you have a passport, which we know you have, but they must find evidence that you have it. Just don't bring it out in public. Keep it locked up somewhere at your home, and we will get you through this. That is the assurance given to Skerritt by Alec Lawrence and Tony Astafan. So Tony Astafan has known all along that Roosevelt Skerritt held a passport of France as an adult and was therefore disqualified to contest. And he comes now in 2016, almost 5 years after the ruling, to use a case that was not available at the time this matter was tried, to tell us, yes, they had French passports, which is the basis on which the United Workers' Party brought the case. But French passports would not have disqualified them, because they were citizens of France by birth and therefore entitled as of right to be holding these French passports. Matt, there's no question in my mind that Mr. Astafan's latest statements on the 8th of October 2016 are in fact an admission that they lied, they tricked, and they deceived the court into believing and ruling that there was no evidence that Mrs. Kerr didn't have a passport. And they won the case because they claimed, both courts, first instance appeal court claimed there was no evidence. The same courts that said, thou shalt not subpoena the passport into evidence, thou shalt not compel these gentlemen to testify. The same courts came back and said they saw no evidence. And the evidence of that is that they were tricked and deceived into making an outrageously absurd judgment, which they ought to be ashamed of today based on the statements of Anthony Astafa.
What does that say, Lennox Linton, about our justice system, our court system?
That it is totally unreliable. That it can be bullied, it can be tricked, it can be deceived. And it can use all sorts of arguments. It can ignore its own inherent jurisdiction to pursue truth and to dispense justice based on the truth. For the court to have said, we are not interested in seeing the passport, which is effectively what they said when they said the subpoena will not be allowed. The matter here is not to decide on theft of biscuit and corned beef in a shop, or who stole what. The matter here is to decide whether somebody putting himself up as a candidate for election to the highest decision-making body in Dominica, the Parliament, was qualified based on the constitutional provisions to be so doing. And that is a matter that requires honorable behavior. And the honorable behavior in the circumstances would have been to tell the truth about the circumstances. Instead, Mr. Skirton and his lawyers decided to lie, and now their lies are coming back to haunt them, and Mr. Astafan wants to seem to pass the blame on to somebody else. These are your words, then and now. And what you're saying, which we have a record now, because there were a number of instances in this case at trial where the judge could have inferred that Mrs. Skerritt and Mr. Seja had passports of France.
Let's take a few phone calls. Hello.
I say praises, thanks, blessings, and glory to all of humanity. Mr. Pelter, blessings to your family, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Mr. Linton, same here, sir.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Blessings. Matt and Mr. Linton and the listening public, we have heard it time and time again that Tony is a very competent lawyer, maybe one of the best in the region. How could it be repeatedly he gets tongue-tied or twisted? Or could it be the brother is on an agenda to destroy somebody or some people? Can you recall he said this day who killed Pierre Charles? Can you recall he accused the same ministers of government they killed Pierre Charles? But the brother is saying it is, a 5-year-old child, if you really dissect it, segments by segments, the child will tell you, but look, he's saying yes. He's admitting they were citizens. He said they were citizens of France. And I heard him on DBS, Matt. Remember what happened yesterday? I called you and I tell you, but listen to that. So I am saying, my brother, it is not an error. It is not by error. It is a mistake that Tony seems to have a love-hate relationship, conflicting feelings about these guys. And he's trying to strip them naked. And for years he's doing that. But Dominicans are watching the guy clothed. But he's trying to remove his clothes on him. And I'm saying it is deliberate.
All right, blessings. I'll take you out on that point there. We have a few more minutes. 8:53, hello. 4493095, hello.
Yeah, Matt, quickly.
Yes.
Matt, Mr. Stefan has a way of operating. It seems to me when he goes to sleep sometimes, his conscience, really works sometimes. And sometimes he feels, I'm doing too much to the Dominican public and I have to come out. That's a revelation of what has happened. But Matt, interestingly, I heard a caller on the next level called Simeon's program. And the caller said, she came to vote, although admitting that she probably had stayed out of Dominica for 5 years consecutively. She said they tried to not let her vote at the polling station, but she actually voted. But you know what? Even if you raise an objection, knowing that you know that person has stayed outside of Dominica, and you raise an objection, Matt, it doesn't allow the person not to vote. The person will vote. And then now, you have to do it in a petition election. So the same thing, they're advising Dominicans over there who have been breaking the law, coming there to vote to say, no, sorry, they can only object, but they cannot stop you from voting. And that's what is happening. So really and truly, this is exactly what these guys do, and they lead by example. And that's why their flock will always have to do wrong. Matt, when the Prime Minister says no law, no constitution, don't make me Tony tell you. Even if Tony you advise, man. If you have a lawyer, he advises you, the lawyer come and speak on your behalf. The Prime Minister should never utter that, and it shows you that no law, no constitution will allow it.
But we now learning, according to what has just said, that it was he got advice from his lawyers to say that.
Yeah, he got advice from his lawyer to say that, but if my lawyer representing me, I'd rather make my lawyer speak on my behalf than I take it as a Prime Minister of the country to come and say no law, no constitution. Man, these guys mean that. No law, no constitution prevent me from doing what I'm doing, and it's going beyond just elections. Right now, these guys are breaking the law on so many things. It tells you that what he actually said, he's actually doing it. Have a good morning. Thanks for the call.
All right, let's take another phone call. We have a few more minutes here. We'll continue to talk. We have a lot more talking to do on this particular issue. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Matt.
Uh-huh.
And good morning to Mr. Linton.
Yes.
Oh, what a tangle the web we weave, Matt. What a criminal enterprise, Matt Welty. Matt, the rally the Prime Minister held on the Bayfront after the case told a story, you know. He said while the case was going on, he couldn't sleep. Why would he not be able to sleep? It's because he was guilty. But Matt, it is dangerous to tell me that you're guilty like hell, and for you to tell your lawyers, no, I'm supposed to uphold the Constitution. I cannot facilitate breaking it. You go in bed with your lawyers, and today I can safely say I have no respect for the person sitting in the Prime Minister's seat because he is illegitimate. And that is the problem we have. He and his lawyers, they lie. I hear Tony Bokoye, he forget, he don't know. What is going on, Matalte? The farmers are still waiting for votes promised by the Prime Minister. A bunch of liars. Oh my goodness, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you too. We'll of course come back and allow Lennox Linton to wrap it up here this morning. We'll continue on Talk on the Block. Hello.
Morning to you, morning to Honorable Lennox Linton and your listeners.
Yes, good morning.
The Bible says all tongue must confess. It's just a moment of time for more revelation, Matt. It's just a moment of time. Thank you.
Thank you too. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, yes.
Mr. Linton. When somebody has diarrhea, it spatters all over the place. So verbal diarrhea is non different. Tony Estefan is spattering all over the place, and now he's trying to come back and correct all his spatterings. He said they were born in Guadeloupe. Now it's simple. Their mothers were born there, and he's done with it. But he lied. When you detect the lie, he just comes and butters it up and seemingly whatever you try to trap him on, he will just try to smooth it over and correct it. So don't expect Tony to admit to anything. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Our final phone call. Allow Lennox Linton to wrap it up, and then we'll continue on Talk on the Block. Hello.
Matt, good morning. How are you doing?
To you, sir.
A couple of things quickly. I realize you don't have time. Number one of the things that we need to understand is, number one, the truth needs no witness. But when you lie, you have to keep lying to cover it. The reality about the human being is that you will not remember the last lie that you made. That's one. Two, I don't know if you, Matt, I think you're younger than me, but I'm sure Lennox might be a little more advanced than I am.
Mm-hmm.
You both will remember what your maybe grandmother or great-grandmother said, that when you will know a devil when they die, because they depale. You know that word depale?
Yes, I heard about it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And thirdly, understand that when you get involved in an ant's nest, it begins to trouble you. When it begins to trouble you, the only thing you can do is what comes from inside. Usually, what comes from inside is the factual information. But the caution to Dominica is this. Using the response that Mr. Atherton made, Senior Counsel Atherton made, is that I can be nominated to contest the election, even if I know that the law forbids me so to do. What is in fact saying is there is nothing in the law that will tell the registering officer not to accept your nomination, which goes back to one of the underlying factors of democracy, and that is, even if I know the law, when I am in control of the law, I will break the law and tell you, take me to court. When in a society, law becomes a vice, chaos is the result. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Lennox Linton. We have to wrap it up here.
Matt, quickly, just to say that Mr. Astafan has admitted that he lied, and Skerrit and Saint-Jean have been lying to the people of Dominica and to the courts about their possession of French passports as citizens of France through their parents or through their mother, whoever. But based on the case of Dabdoub versus Vaz in Jamaica, that traveling, using, renewing a foreign passport, the passport of a foreign country, as an adult amounts to a disqualification under our constitution. Mr. Astafan knew that from day one. Alec Lawrence, independent member of the commission, knew that from day one. And the strategy they engaged was to lie and to get the candidate Skerrit nominated, notwithstanding the provisions of the constitution that he was sworn to uphold, and then going down to trick and deceive their way through a court process that they succeeded with. At no point during that process did Mr. Skerrit or Mr. Saint-Jean ever deny that they were holders of French passports. In fact, there was more than enough circumstantial evidence before the court from which the court could have inferred that they had the passports and were therefore disqualified. Mr. Astafan is now admitting to what we've always known. And here what he's done. He is bringing up a 2013 case that was not available to him when the matter was being tried, to tell the people of Dominica that Mr. Skerrit's passport and Mr. Saint-Jean's passport was okay because look what the Grand Court in the Cayman has said. Totally irrelevant, because what the Grand Cayman Court said applies to people who have citizenship by birth, and the French citizenship of Saint-Jean and Skerrit is not citizenship by birth. God bless you, Matt Peltier.
God bless you. We'll be back. Talk on the block. Stay tuned. This is the big station.
The issue they relied on against Peter Saint-Jean, the Prime Minister, was that they had a passport which they renewed, but they were both born in France, in Guadeloupe, and that being part of France, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, being entitled as of right to a French passport by birth and by citizenship by birth, the Grand Court of the Cayman Islands said that that could never constitute a disqualifying factor under the Constitution for the purposes of being an elected member of the House.
Wash your hands. Proper hand washing protects against the spread of many common illnesses and germs. Wash your hands often with soap and water, or you may use hand sanitizers. Remember, clean hands save lives. Protect yourself.
A message from the Health Promotion.
Mrs. Filbert Dubuti be your high heel happy lotla and lame because it break. Yearly, there should be a vehicle maintenance man patrolling every mile of road in Dominica for things like that. It's daytime flat lap be and it's a Monday morning. Modi, have you heard of Triple R? Idi momoka paleko double kwadimoko triple. Modi, relax man, because Triple R is the answer to your problem. Yes, sir. On the Kenfield Highway at the Highway Auto Center just after the Kenfield Massacre School is your night in shining armor. Or Pilmunka drive back and you could what you except to put gas and drive. Like this lady, your vehicle needs oil, ma'am. Yeah, coconut oil, and I play uwa. And they call the professionals. Who need a problem? Asushime, your battery dead, flat tire, who run short, or you need fluid service, who lakle one voiture, or you jam chakoti and you need towing service. Aniki 235 or 613-3355. The mem call Mrs. Dotfire. Help is on the way. As low as $24 a month or $240 a year. 235-613-3355. Rapid roadside rescue, triple R. You're too away when you are not.
Spice up your life with Bello. With the flavors of Bello.
Spice up your life with the many flavors of Bello concentrated drinks. Guava, passion fruit, ginger, and sorrel. All beautifully packed with a burst of flavor for every moment and occasion.
Spice up your life with Bello. With the flavors of Bello.
Bello also has its very own hot pepper sauce, which is perfect for food enhancement. With Bello's concentrated drinks and hot pepper sauce, you're covered. Now available at Fine Foods Inc.
Spice up your life with Bello. With the flavors of Bello.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Tis the season for giving at Save a Lot. Spend $100 or more and get a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Food hampers, gift certificates, toaster oven, washing machine, and $1,500 in cash. Shop at your one-stop shop for all your household and grocery items this Christmas. Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with Save a Lot and with awesome prizes. Like us on Facebook. Season's greetings, Dominica.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Have you gotten your daily dose of legumes today? Pig beans are one of the world's most popular superfoods for good reason. They're packed with a powerful combination of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help people stay healthy, fight disease, and is great for digestion. Pig, light red kidney beans, black beans, pink beans, and black eye beans all possess this amazing attribute. What's great is that because of its superior quality, they all cook faster than the other brands. To make things better, pig beans are also sold at an incredibly low price. Pig beans, it's good for you. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Okay, let's say good morning to our good friend Lennon there this morning. Lennon, good morning to you. How you doing, man?
Doing good, man.
How was it on the outside? When I left, it was raining.
Very wet, very cold.
Wet, but not raining.
It's raining, man.
It's raining?
It's gonna be.
How did you get here? You use an umbrella or something?
Nah, give a little break, so I ran across.
Oh, ran across, okay. But you think it's gonna continue for the rest of the day based on what you saw?
Oh yeah, I got some. I think it will subside by the afternoon by the images I saw, but we're in for a bit of water this morning.
All right, well, the farmers will enjoy that. Some people say, "Oh, I don't really like the rain. I want to stay in my bed when it rains." You know, Dominicans actually believe that the rain should only fall when they sleep. Yeah, a lot of people like that. So how are you doing otherwise?
No, doing okay, man. Something disturbing I want to touch on for just a few seconds.
What's going on?
I show the folks at Fine Foods won't mind, Matt. Matt, I'm disturbed by someone dumping the material on Loda Road, Matt.
Uh-oh.
Right next to the road, Matt.
What is it that they're dumping?
Matt, old construction material. You can see maybe a house that they demolished, old galvanized, old cushions, old mattress, old barrels. But thankfully, there's a name on the barrel, Matt.
It is.
Yeah, there's a name on
so
the
you
barrel.
can trace it.
So we can trace
it. You playing CID.
Not playing CID, but Matt, it's unsightly, it's unsanitary, it's dangerous, and it's an eyesore, Matt. And
okay.
And I'm really disturbed by that this morning, man. Very, very disturbed by
Well,
that.
another thing I'm very disturbed by this morning, somebody called me, and I know how he feels. He's a pet lover.
Mm-hmm.
And he said nighttime, during the night, he will hear a little puppy, a dog, crying in the rain. So somebody left a puppy in the rain.
Oh, man.
And, this guy is very disturbed. He lives in the upper Santa Roma area. He tells me he knows the person. And he has approached the person, to remove the dog in the rain. We can't do that to animals.
No, you can't. That's cruelty to animals, man.
Some
people are so heartless, man. It's not funny.
We should not do that to our animals. If I'm sleeping, Lennon, and my dog is crying on the outside, I would get up to find out what's going on.
Yeah, you must find out, man. It's your pet at the end of the day, right? And nothing's going on as a dog, right?
No. a man's best friend.
Best friend. But man, I called environmental health yesterday. I'll say that publicly, and I really hope that they treat this matter with urgency. But how could you be dumping material at the side of the road? I mean, who does that? It's I don't know. Anyway,
Dominica.
Let's
the country nice. This
program this way. So I was calling environmental health. I made the report yesterday. Please follow up and get that person to remove that material from the Loda Road. It's very unsightly.
So what's going on?
Matt, lots going on. It's Christmas season, man. I saw you decorate the studios. I mean...
No, my good friend, the assistant production guy there. You saw
he did that?
Yeah, he did that.
Yeah, he has a...
Yeah, well, you will only really see the beauty of it when
the lights are on.
Yes, so that's when you're on. So they put the light to you. And you come on at night. I mean in the morning. Or if you want to turn off the lights.
No, that's fine.
You don't want to experience the Christmas
No, that's fine.
Lights in the day.
But Matt, we're gonna go across to KFC this morning. Remember, we're giving away a television a week. Compliments KFC, and we're spreading the joy this Christmas to many customers. So someone is going to win today a 48-inch Samsung Smart TV. Compliments KFC, and the qualifying criteria, you only had to spend $40 or more, or buy a festive feast bucket to qualify. And Matt, we're going to call Leandra, who is at KFC, and they're going to do that draw for us this morning, live from the store. So someone is going to win a television this morning. And guess what? We got 3 more televisions after today to give away. We're giving away 4 48-inch TVs. Compliments KFC.
So all you have to do is what?
All you have to do is spend $40 or more at KFC. Buy the festive feast bucket, and you qualify automatically. Write the name, address, and telephone number down to the remote.
Spend $100 or more and get a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Food hampers, gift certificates, toaster oven, washing machine, and $1,500 in cash. Shop at your one-stop shop for all your household and grocery items this Christmas. Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with Save a Lot and with awesome prizes. Like us on Facebook. Season's greetings, Dominica.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Have you gotten your daily dose of legumes today? Pig beans are one of the world's most popular superfoods for good reason. They're packed with a powerful combination of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help people stay healthy, fight disease, and is great for digestion. Pig Light red kidney beans, black beans, pink beans, and black eye beans all possess its amazing attributes. What's great is that because of its superior quality, they all cook faster than the other brands. To make things better, pig beans are also sold at an incredibly low price. Pig beans, it's good for you. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original or spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
'Tis the season.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original or spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is...
Well, we've gotten in touch with the folks at KFC, and Marilyn is telling me that her hand is in the box. So some lucky person, Lennon, is going to win.
Someone's going to win, Matt. Yes, they're going to win a 48-inch smart TV, a Samsung smart TV. All this compliments KFC. It's a way of saying thank you to our many, many customers who have supported us, patronized KFC throughout the year. So, Matt, we're going to make someone Christmas great this morning.
Marilyn, are you there?
Good morning.
Are you okay?
I'm okay here at KFC. My hand is in the box and I'm shaking and I'm spinning and I'm shaking and I'm shaking, and there we go.
Here we go. Let's find out who is the big winner.
The big winner is, drum roll, Franklin Charles.
All right. So let's get that name again. So and give me a number. I'll take you off air for a minute, and I'll get that number so we could call that person. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So stick around, stay on the line, and we will, of course, connect with you there.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original or spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
'Tis the season for giving at Save a Lot. Spend $100 or more and get a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Food hampers, gift certificates, toaster oven, washing machine, and $1,500 in cash. Shop at your one-stop shop for all your household and grocery items this Christmas. Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with Save a Lot and with awesome prizes. Like us on Facebook. Season's greetings, Dominica.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you, Franklin?
This is not Franklin, this is Charles.
Charles, your number is 277-1659?
1659, yes, sir, yes.
All right, sir. Is your number 316-1153?
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that's correct. So I suspect that we had the wrong name written on that KFC slip. But you know what you just won?
Tell me.
Tell me, I'm telling you, you know what you just won yourself for Christmas?
A cell?
No, not a cell. Tell me.
What's that?
You put your name in a bag at the KFC.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. That's correct, yes.
All right. So you know what you want?
No, I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. Where you want to sit down? Where you standing? You want to sit down?
No, I'm standing, but that's okay.
That's okay. All right. I can tell you won something big for Christmas.
All right. Okay, that's good news.
That's good news. You want to know what, right?
Yes, tell me.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live at Canfield.
At Canfield. Okay. Are you home now?
No.
Okay.
I'm at work.
All right. I was going to tell you, clear a space in your living room or somewhere in your room, to put something big there.
In my room?
in your room or your living room, wherever you choose to put it, but it's big, so you have to create some space. How much space are we talking? How much space are we talking about, Lennon?
He needs at least 48 inches.
I hope you're not pulling my legs, you know.
You're live on air.
My brother, you're live on the radio.
Okay, all right.
Yes, and you I said, Lennon just said you need 50 inches or 48 inches of space to put that.
Okay.
That big gift. You no idea just yet?
All right. Okay.
All right, Lennon, I'm going to allow you to give the man the good news from KFC.
All right, so this morning you've just won yourself a 48-inch Samsung Smart TV. It's not just an ordinary television. The Smart TV connects to the internet.
Oh my goodness. That's good news.
Very, very good news. Compliments KFC.
That's good news. and I think it came at the right time.
Yes, it's Christmas. So where are you going to put it? Have you decided now where you're going to put it at home?
Well, it could just fit it in the living room.
All right, so you're going to put it in your living room. Do you have to ask anybody's permission to put it in the living room?
well.
You're very happy this morning, aren't you?
Oh yes, all right. Oh yes.
A Smart TV, 48 inches.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
That's a very well. It's compliments KFC, and on behalf of KFC, I'm sure my good friend Lennon there, an associate, would want to say, congratulations to you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, congratulations, and we will contact you during the course of the day to let you know when you can come pick up your 48-inch Samsung Smart TV. All right?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. Lennon, 3 other persons are going to win.
3 other persons, man. So there's your chance out there. You heard how excited this young man was this morning. You could be a lucky winner. Go down to KFC today, spend $40 or more, or buy our festive feast bucket for your chance to win. We're giving away 3 more televisions, man. 3 more 48-inch Samsung Smart TVs. Connects to the internet. You can stream your YouTube on there, watch your Hulu Plus, HBO Plus. You can watch your Netflix, everything you want, right on your smart TV, man. And right now it's from KFC, so go down, be part of it. And of course, KFC where it's always finger licking good.
It's Christmas at KFC. Let's go.
Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger licking good.
Tis the season for giving at Save a Lot. Spend $100 or more and get a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. With hampers, gift certificates, toaster oven, washing machine, and $1,500 in cash. Shop at your one-stop shop for all your household and grocery items this Christmas. Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with Save a Lot and with awesome prizes. Like us on Facebook. Season's greetings, Dominica.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger licking good.
Have you gotten your daily dose of legumes today? Pig beans are one of the world's most popular superfoods for good reason. They're packed with a powerful combination of protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help people stay healthy, fight disease, and is great for digestion. Pig light red kidney beans, black beans, pink beans, and black eye beans all possess its amazing attributes. What's great is that because of its superior quality, they all cook faster than the other brands. To make things better, pig beans are also sold at an incredibly low price. Pig beans, it's good for you. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
PhD Fresh Pizza, ready in 10 minutes or it's free.
You know you want it, come and get it. Pizza Hut delivery, Pizza Hut
has the best delivery. Pizza Hut has the best delivery. Call to place your order. Anything we make, Pizza Hut delivery. When you need a break, delivery. If you're stuck at work, you don't wanna leave home. Pizza Hut delivery takes 30 minutes alone. Delivery. You can get your pizza, pick it up in 10. Try the wedges, wings, or the pasta for family or friends. It's absolutely delicious. Make the call today. Call 617-7777 and let us make your day. Delivery. Don't forget to like us on Facebook or hit us up on WhatsApp 276-0322 or give us a call to place your order 617-7777. Pizza Hut Delivery, making it great. Delivery.
Pizza Hut delivery.
Yes, we're going to cross the Pizza Hut, Matt. Time is flying by. I do believe we have like 5 minutes left on the program, but we're going to go across the Pizza Hut where we're going to start our big special at Pizza Hut. Yes, it's a giveaway for Christmas. It's our mighty deal at Pizza Hut Delivery where you get your calzones. It's our gift to you from Pizza Hut Delivery. You get a calzone for only $10. Yes, you heard me right. It's a calzone for only $10. It's actually a pizza pocket, Matt. Everything is like a pizza folded and baked, and everything is in there. All the flavors stay in, your cheese, all your flavors, your toppings on there. Everything stays in one place. Hot and tasty calzones for only $10, and this special begins on Friday. Also, we got a big special on our 10-inch pizzas starting Friday as well. Buy one and get the second one for $8 at Pizza Hut Delivery, and this is available in pepperoni, also available in Hawaiian, and also in Supreme. So this share the joy this Christmas season with Pizza Hut Delivery, where we have our specials going on our calzones for only $10, on our 10-inch pizzas. Buy one and get the second for only $10. That special starts tomorrow, God willing, Matt. And just want to inform our listeners, if you want some more information on the specials going on at Pizza Hut Delivery, give us a call on 617-7777 if you want to order or get some information, or give us or go onto our Facebook page at phgdominica.com or www.pizzahutdominica.com. That's where you get all the information. Remember, we do much more than pizzas. Get your calzone, your chillers, your smoothies, and much, much more. All this at Pizza Hut Delivery, where we make it great, man. Before I close off, just want to inform our many, many listeners of the specials going on right now at, not special, but the big draw. I'm saying special. It's a special, but Matt, it's the big draw where our customers can win over $10,000, and that's going on right now at Save-A-Lot HBC upstairs, and also Save-A-Lot downstairs in the supermarket. Come celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with us and win over $10,000 in prizes. We'll be giving away a toaster oven, we'll be giving away a grocery hamper, a $300 gift certificate, a party hamper, a washing machine, and much, much more. And of course, the grand prize this year, man. You were there yesterday.
Yeah.
You did OB from...
I was there. I did it live. Mm-hmm.
What did you give out yesterday, man?
We gave a hamper, grocery hamper.
Grocery hamper yesterday. So grocery hamper is gone. So we have a party hamper left, the washing machine, and also the toaster oven to give away, and the grand prize of $1,500. Lajaches. And that's all going down at Save-A-Lot. All you need to do is spend $100 or more at Save-A-Lot. Write your name, telephone number, address, and email address at the back of your receipt and drop it in the box provided. The first draw was held yesterday, the 7th, and will continue until January 11th, 2016. Over $10,000 in prizes to be won. It's our way of saying thank you to our many, many customers who have patronized Save-A-Lot throughout the year. It's our Christmas gift to you. So win a washing machine, also toaster oven. We gave away the grocery hamper already, also a party hamper, and much, much more. All this compliments the good folks at Save A Lot and win the grand prize of $1,500 in cash this Christmas season. So, man, that's it for me. It's already 9:30. I'll be leaving. I will not be on tomorrow, unfortunately, Matt. I will not be able to do the program tomorrow, but I'll be on next week, God willing, with another program next week, Thursday. So, just to all our listeners, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much. We're going to come back, Dominica, right after this. Remember to go to Save A Lot and KFC and shop for Christmas. You never know, you might be a winner, yes, of this 48-inch television, smart television.
It's the season for giving at Save A Lot. Spend $100 or more and get a chance to win over $10,000 in prizes. Food hampers, gift certificates, toaster oven, washing machine, and $1,500 in cash. Shop at your one-stop shop for all your household and grocery items this Christmas. Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with Save A Lot and with awesome prizes. Like us on Facebook. Season's greetings, Dominica.
We're taking your order and checking it twice. Original and spicy, would you like some fries? Christmas is so good at KFC.
KFC's Festive Feast has another great offer to enjoy. Get the festive bucket to share with 8 pieces of chicken, 2 large fries, 2 biscuits, and 1 mash for only $40. Purchase this bucket or spend $40 or more and you get a chance to win one of 4 smart TVs. Wow! You get all this goodness at Christmas only from KFC. It's finger-licking good.
Mrs. Philbert Dubuti be your high heel happy Lotla and Lame because it break. Iheli, there should be a vehicle maintenance man patrolling every mile of road in Dominica for things like that. It's daytime flat lap be and it's a Monday morning. Modi, have you heard of Triple R? Idi momoka paliko double kwadimoko triple. Modi, relax man, because Triple R is the answer to your problem. Yes, sir. On the Kenfield Highway at the Highway Auto Center just after the Kenfield Massacre School is your night in shining armor. Or Pilmunka drive back and you could what you except to put gas and drive. Like this lady, your vehicle needs oil, ma'am. Yeah, coconut oil, and I play uwa. And they call the professionals. Who need a problem? Asushime, your battery dead, flat tire, who run short, or you need fluid service, who lakle or you jam jakoti and you need towing service. Aniki 235 or 613-3355. The mem call Mrs. Fire. Help is on the way.